Ever wondered what having a home arcade would be like? Wonder no more. Watch my channel to find out how I built my arcade from nothing to what it is now. Watch gameplay videos featuring tips and tricks, arcade game repair videos, high score runs, innovative builds, and much more. It's Arcade Sunday. I thought I'd do a quick video about the artwork in this arcade and how I came about some of it and what it all means to me. This first piece on display I actually received as a present. This was from a local Chinese mega store in our area, and I think it's a pretty cool caution and grid game. Very controlled screen. This next one here, man cave. I never thought about the arcade as a man cave, but actually, yeah, it really is, I guess. I hang this up here to remind me of that. Another interesting one I got as a present. Nonetheless, it's a classic 1970s bar sign, which is pretty cool. The main event here is actually this Pac-Man motif. Excuse Kurt Cobain, we'll come back to him shortly. This Pac-Man motif was purchased for me as a present. The main event here is actually this Pac-Man motif. Excuse Kurt Cobain, we'll come back to him shortly. This Pac-Man wall motif was purchased for me as a Christmas present one year. I didn't really have a place to put it until we moved into our house, so I actually attached it to the wall shortly after I moved into this arcade. I love this rope light. It is so cool. It just really adds to the atmosphere of the arcade. Stops about there. Could go all the way around, I guess, but I don't have. It's not that long, but it does fit around all three walls of the arcade, which is super cool. Back to Kurt Cobain here. I found Kurt Cobain passenger lifts, and welcome to the carnival at a second-hand store. The other thing I actually found in that same shop on the same day was these apprentice tray type wall box mounts. I don't know what you call them. Anyway, they've been very useful. This clock too, I love it. Custom made, laser cut Pac-Man motif done by a local company based on just an idea. And again, this was a gift to me for a birthday. Really love that piece. The next very cool one was this here. This is part of an idea. There's something missing here, isn't there? Coming soon. Watch this space. I don't have batteries in this right now. I'm trying to figure out a way to power this up via a AC adapter, because it just eats batteries like you won't believe. I actually formed the letters. It comes as one LED light, and you basically create the form of it with hard wire, which is here, and then you wrap the light around the hard wire, so to create whatever pattern you want. You could write whatever you want. So I wrote arcade. Another very interesting piece of artwork in this arcade is this 3D printed Space Invader. It was actually supposed to be a toilet roll holder. It was actually a very cool idea, and this is built into two pieces, obviously to have fitted on the print bed. I couldn't attach it to a wall with any form of adhesive. It just wouldn't stick. So I've actually just repurposed it as a piece of art. It moves around my arcade now and again, and for now it's sitting on my table right here. Another interesting piece of artwork is this large Space Invader here. I'm a big fan of the 2600 version of Space Invaders, and I made this by hand, obviously. I just cut a whole lot of squares out of white cardboard and painted it piece of wood. Yeah, it's just red, and I basically stuck them all on with press stick. A longer term project was going to be to actually create these out of wood, cut little wooden squares, but I mean the amount of time it would take to do that, it would be cool, yeah. But this works. I stuck this little Atari logo there that came from a shirt that I bought. Now this is an interesting one right here. This is a Coca-Cola poster from, I believe, early 1980s. This I've actually had since then. This was in my family home's bedroom, so I've actually owned this, had this poster. It's on a poster. It's actually block of wood that hangs. It's pretty lightweight, but unfortunately the artwork got damaged during storage, but I think it just looks cool. It's just like old school, interesting, check it artwork out. You don't get art like that anymore. It's like a real 80s artwork. And an old school Coca-Cola can. Press buzzer to exit here. This as well I picked up from my office. A company was moving out. This was lying around and I said, well, I'll have that. It goes with my theme of industrial stuff, I guess. Another pretty interesting part of the art in here is actually the marquees on the machines. This Arkanoid marquee was taken from the original, or was a scan of the original Arkanoid marquee. It's even got the Romstar All Rights Reserved logo, and my brother cleaned this up for me and gave it back to me. The other one is this, also my brother, youngest brother, very talented young man, took the idea really nicely, and there it is. It's the main logo in the style of Galaxian. Again, I must get it printed. This is actually just 2 A4s. If you've seen my previous videos, I've actually had a video about how I printed and mounted these marquees. Easy to do, it looks cool, it's got backlit, but I'm sure a vinyl print will look much better. This is the other one, Retro Rocket. The name I always had. Again, my youngest brother, I asked him to put his mind to setting up a new Retro Rocket marquee for me and use his own imagination. Gave him some guidelines, but he basically came up with this himself, all entirely original. Another interesting part of artwork is actually the bezels for the machines. This was basically also a custom job by my brother, thank you again, and although the size was incorrect, again probably my measurements were out, but I made it work. Again, I'll print this properly one day. What's also interesting about this bezel artwork is that this is actually the original one. It hasn't moved yet. This is actually a Rockola game screen bezel that I basically just lifted and tilted sideways, removed some of the other stuff, and just put my own little thing. That's okay. This is an interesting one. I took an old photo frame, and there was a promotion going on flying fish, and they had all these interesting bottle caps, so I collected all of them. This retro mouse is a nice piece of art, really. R2D2, I guess. There's one Maniki Neko. It's Wally. I just thought it was just so cool. This reminds me a lot of Metal Slug, actually. So it's part of my arcade. There's Mario. Well, Mario's not there. Where did he go? Oh, dear. Luigi and Mario riding Yoshi's there. It's pretty cool. Oh, there's Mario there on the skateboard. This is the mystery wildcard. This was a very, very original gift by my third brother. Very insightful. Thanks a lot again. I'm glad I got this. Cool. Thanks. Once again. Now it resides in my arcade as a mystery wildcard. My Diablo 3, I love the heck out of this game for PC. This is actually a notebook. This is Nintendo Game Boy. My original Coca-Cola yo-yo from back in 1985, I believe. Stress Invader. Here's another little Space Invaders form. Quite enjoy these. There's two of them. There's one there, one here. Oh, there's Finn from Adventure Time. Inside there's a little ball maze game. It's pretty cool. It's got like 4 different backgrounds that you can slide into the back. It's actually very clever. Here's some Star Wars stuff again. Quite enjoy a bit of Star Wars, obviously. Some more PC games. Command & Conquer 4. I think this is also probably one of my favorite games on PC back in the day. Guitar Hero 2, also brilliant Xbox 360 game. I've actually still got the guitar. I just don't have an Xbox 360 anymore, but I've got the game and the guitar, so I can still play. Sim City. Now this is brilliant. I had a lot of fun with this. Pulp Fiction, probably one of my favorite movies ever. Had to have it. The original DVD is here. Again, this was purchased for me as a present by my third brother. Thanks again. Very thoughtful. Fable, again, loved this game on PC. Great game. Sacred, this was actually given to me by another friend of mine, along with Conan 3, Area 51. Again, this was given to me by my third brother. Again, thanks very much. Very thoughtful. It actually says Midway on the bottom here. Can you believe it? Samurai Champloo, a great anime, along with Hack-San and Tenchi. I was very much into anime at one stage. In fact, there's another one. There's Neo Genesis Angelic Days. That's actually a real reverse reading. So there's a spine is on this side and the book flips the other way like a proper Japanese comic book. Pretty cool. This is a 3D maze ball. My second brother bought me this as a Christmas or birthday present, I can't remember. Very interesting, very challenging. This Simon Swap here was purchased by my third brother. Also, it was a Christmas present. Very cool. Really enjoyed the game itself. So it's a little bit of a different take on Simon, the game. It's the Simon Swap. You actually slide your fingers across from left to right or right to left, depending on what they ask you for. Very cool little game. Hey there, little gecko. Okay, another part of this is these question mark brick blocks here. Sister-in-law actually made these for a birthday party for one of my nephews. And I think they're pretty cool. I just got the few that were left over. They actually had stuff inside them, like sweets and things. And I just took the fixed ones and basically put them up as a part of my art. So, final piece of art I haven't really shown off here is okay, thankfully I found it. It's right behind the machine. Needs a lot of washing and work, but this is basically a piece of plexi that's been laser cut. Press start. This used to hang up there on a string, so it used to turn around freely. The string obviously broke. See, luckily this thing hasn't cracked or anything, so yeah, it's pretty cool. Press start. I love it. In any event, it's my artwork in my code. I hope you enjoyed that. If you have any questions about specific pieces here, let me know. I will be sure to get back to you. Thanks for watching, and as always, have a great arcade gaming week. Cheers for now.